Greetings, Adventures. This is Lorne, your Guild Advisor, and oh boy, Season 3 of Danmachi has been announced. Now, Season 3 of Danmachi was announced after the end of Danmachi Season 2, the last episode. A lot of announcements went out after that aired, and of course, the tease at the very end of Episode 12 led you to believe there is more to the Danmachi story, because that is indeed teasing the next arc that will be happening. And no matter what, no matter how long Season 3 is going to be, it will definitely cover Volumes 9 through 11, because Volume 9 is, of course, the next novel after Volume 8, which was adapted with the last episode of Season 2. And that one big arc encompasses all of Volumes 9 through 11. Let me get out my books here for you guys. Like, you'll probably recognize who this is on Volume 9 if you watched the very end of Episode 12. Like, that is indeed the monster girl that you see there. I'm not going to say anything more than that. And then these are the other two novels. Belle looks really cool here in the cover art of Volume 10. And then here's Volume 11. Now, the one thing that really concerns me, it's exciting as it is for Season 3 to come so fast when it took forever for Season 2 to come after Season 1. As cool as that is, the way, I voiced my opinion on this before many times in my Season 2 cut content and review videos. I mentioned this a lot, but I'm not completely satisfied with how rushed Season 2 felt, how it didn't adapt some scenes as well as I wanted them to, how the direction didn't seem as strong as it was in Season 1, despite the fact that it was covering less novels. I don't know what happened there. I think a lot of that stems from production issues, from moving from the movie itself to Season 2. At this point, I'd rather they not even have the Danmachi movie and just focused all that into Season 2 entirely, because you can definitely see some issues with Season 2, especially with the last two episodes on just some of the scenes and animation in there. But again, this is supposed to be a celebratory video concerning Season 3 being announced for summer 2020. But again, I do have my concerns on how JC Staff will handle this, because as a lot of us have been voicing, a lot of people that have been fans of other shows that were being adapted by JC Staff, like Data Live Season 3 moving to JC Staff, One Punch Man Season 2 being a particular one moving to JC Staff, a lot of people not being happy with that. And then Index Season 3 being handled by JC Staff, and that just kind of being a train wreck adaptation-wise, covering a ton of novels. As much as I complain about how Season 2 was handled, I feel really bad for Index 3 fans, because, oof, that was not handled particularly well. But in a similar case as Index 3, Danmachi Season 2, because of the Season 3 announcements, it was really clear to me when Season 3 was announced that they rushed through Season 2, made Volume 8 into 2 episodes because they wanted to get to this point in Season 3, Volumes 9 through 11. It's generally regarded as the best arc in Danmachi. I'm actually looking very forward to Volume 14, which will come out in December. Barring no additional delays, Yen Press, he delayed it from August to October to December. You're killing me. That's the last, Volume 14 is the last novel in a other 3 volume arc, and it might just top the arc in Volumes 9 through 11, depending on how that's handled, depending on how it ends. But Volumes 9 through 11 do an incredible job with Belle's development as a character, and it just accelerates him, just takes him to the top, and makes him pretty much one of my favorite main characters in anything. Danmachi is my favorite franchise, and Belle is one of my favorite main characters as a result of that, especially with what happens here in Volumes 9 through 11. And if JC Staff does it justice, it's no doubt in my mind that it would be a 10 out of 10 anime. That's not an easy statement to say, because I do have some opinions on some other popular anime, Shield Hero being one of them, on not being too hot on it. But a Season 3 of Danmachi, if handled properly, will be some of the greatest things you've ever seen in your life. And hopefully JC Staff is up to the task. Hopefully, it hurts to say this, but hopefully the way Season 2 was adapted wasn't sacrificed in vain, because it's clear that they did this the way they did to get to Season 3. But in addition to Season 3's announcement being particularly exciting, they also announced an OVA for Danmachi that's going to be happening in January 2020. So it's only a few months off. The one thing that irks me about this, like, you see the visual for it, and it's just really fan servicey. Like, I had the same disappointment when season one's OVA was announced because they skipped some stuff in the first season, particularly Naza's stuff, like her big side story in Volume 4, because Volume 4 was basically turned into one episode, and it wasn't even that bad, but taking out that side story pretty much makes everyone go like, who's this Naza character, when she shows up and does more things in season 2. So that's kind of unfortunate, and that's what I thought they would adapt into the OVA for season 1, but we just got a like fan servicey original Hot Spring episode instead, and this seems to be a similar vein with that visual of Eyes and Hestia being in that skimpy outfit and them being like in this beach environment. So it's kind of disappointing seeing that, because as fun as it is to see these characters and fan service and all that, like I said, Volume 8 was turned into 2 episodes, and it's very clear watching it that a lot of stuff was skipped, and I was hoping that they would like turn some of that stuff they skipped into OVAs, and that clearly probably is not happening. But as I said before, I'm very excited for season 3, and we'll see how this OVA goes. But for those of you that don't watch a lot of my videos, I mean, this is the first one you've seen. I covered all of season 2, like I made videos weekly, covering the cut content from those. I'm also planning, if you don't want to watch every single one of those, because a lot of them like push 20 to 30 minutes, so it's quite the endeavor if you haven't seen those week to week. But what I will be doing in the future, as the months go by, I'll be making individual videos on the major stuff that's skipped from the arcs covered in season 2. So the War Game arc, the Pleasure Quarter arc, and then Volume 8. Volume 8 I'm probably going to handle first, because there's a lot of side stories that are straight up skipped, and I didn't want to cover them in those videos because that would just make them like 40 minutes long, and me just basically giving a generalization and story summaries of each thing that was skipped. So Volume 8 videos will be coming out first, and then I'll be doing the general stuff you should know from Volume 6 and Volume 7 that was rushed from the anime in Season 2. But if you do want to get started reading the light novels, like I said, it's a really good idea to just start with Volume 6, because I think it is a very good starting point, because Season 1 does a fair enough job of adapting the material. And if you watch my Naza video, which I'll link at the end of this video, I'll give you more context on Naza and the side story that was skipped from Volume 4. And then if you watch the most popular video on my channel, like stuff you should know before Season 2, between those two videos and Season 1, that should be a good point to start reading Volume 6, the War Game arc, because it's just so much better in light novel form. And if you enjoy Danmachi, you owe yourself to read the light novels, at least starting from Volume 6, because it's one of my favorite volumes, and the anime just does not do it justice. But very excited again for Season 3. Hopefully it's more than 12 to 13 episodes, because the 2 volumes they mainly covered here I thought were rushed, and they turned Volume 8, the 3rd volume covered in Season 2, into 2 episodes. And based on that, I don't think they can do the arc in Volumes 9 through 11 justice if it's just one core, like 12 to 13 episodes. So hopefully it's more than that, but we'll just have to see what happens as we get closer to that summer 2020 date. But no matter what happens with Season 3, I'll be excited to see it. Of course, I'll be making more videos, more weekly episode cut content and reviews when Season 3 does hit. But I do hope that JC staff does a better job with Season 3, and I think their load is actually a lot lighter, because they've been coming off a lot of stuff, like I mentioned earlier before. Index Season 3, Data Live, One Punch Man Season 2, the Heir to Orion movie, Danmachi Season 2, the Konosuba movie that just aired in Japan, and I think they're doing Shokugeki no Soma Season 4 this coming season in fall, and there's not much left on their plate after that, so I think we're good as far as Danmachi Season 3 production goes. But they did announce Railgun Season 3, and that's something I actually am looking forward to, because they do a good job at Railgun for some reason, but not the main series Index. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully Season 3 gets the love and attention it deserves, because it deserves it. Amore Sensei deserves it. But anyway, guys, are you looking forward to Season 3? Are you a light novel reader? Do you have faith in JC staff to do what needs to be done? Leave a comment below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more Danmachi content, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord. And as always, continue enjoying your time adventuring in Mario and the dungeon. This is Lauren, your guild advisor, signing out.
枠はま